You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, unknown actors with me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And for the last 13 years, I've been taking unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps, and stage plays around the world. And every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid working unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready to dive into the episode? Hello, welcome to the podcast. So excited as always to have you here. Today's episode is useful, really useful for brand new actors, early career actors, those returning from a break, and those who are regularly auditioning. So if you are in any one of those four categories, you will want to listen intently to this information, because I'm going to be sharing with you what casting directors, agents, and directors expect of you. So why am I even qualified to share this information with you? Well, a number of reasons, really. I'm an actress myself and I have an agent. I've spoken with casting directors on the podcast, outside of the podcast, and I have picked their brains. I've worked with lots of different directors in all sorts of capacities. I've done voiceover work, stage work, film work. So I've got a lot of knowledge and experience. And essentially, what I want to do is help you become an unstoppable actor. And an unstoppable actor to me is somebody who is consistently taking action, whether it be on being proactive to find auditions and reach out to casting directors, agents and directors, whether it be working on your method acting skills behind closed doors, whether it be working on your mindset to help you find that belief that you can become an unstoppable actor. So an unstoppable actor to me is someone who is consistent. And unstoppable actors then start getting more doors opened, more opportunities presenting themselves, and then they eventually transition from having a 9-to-5 regular job that's funding their acting career into becoming a paid actor. So that's my definition of what an unstoppable actor is. And I know you're more than capable of making that happen. And to become an unstoppable actor, you have to know what casting directors, and agents expect of you so you can show up as your best self at all times. And that's why I'm so excited that you're here listening to this episode, because everything that I'm going to share with you has come from the horse's mouth, or it's been stuff that I've learned in my own acting career, or it's been stuff that I've learned through guiding my acting students into paying acting work. Now, before I dive into the key areas that I've identified that are going to be the most important and relevant for you without overwhelming you, I want to let you know that applications are open for the January 2025 winter 10-week method acting modules, which focus all on building believable characters and getting you to immerse in the character so you never look like an actor spewing lines out. You look like the character from head to toe. Now, this module only comes around once every 4 years, and it is for those actors, whether you're new, early career actor, regularly auditioning, returning, doesn't matter what level you're at. It's for those actors who want 2025 to be their best year yet, the one where big things start happening. So if you want to apply for a place on the January 2025 method acting module, you need to hit the link that I've left for you underneath where you've pressed play. But let's dive into the episode first, and then I'll remind you again at the end. So as I've already said, I've interviewed casting directors for the podcast. I've spoke with them away from the podcast. I've interviewed directors. I've worked with directors. I have an agent myself. I've spoke with different agents. I've helped my own acting students get signed by agents. So I've broke this down into 4 key categories of what casting directors, agents, and directors expect from you. And that first category is reliability. So reliability hits a few different points. It's things like you being able to submit self-tape auditions on time, not late, on time. Punctuality is a massive thing in our industry. And the reason it is because the industry, in my experience at least anyway, and my students' experience, runs on being last minute. So punctuality is key. So you've got to be able to be reliable and submit your self-tapes on time. You've also got to be available last minute should a job come up last minute. And I know that can be quite challenging, especially if you're in a 9-to-5 job that's paying your bills, but they need this reliability from you. Reliability is also that you have done the training and you can deliver the goods. You are skilled and you can prep thoroughly for every audition and every character you're ever casting. So I want to tell you a quick story about when I applied for the agency that I'm now represented by. So I had to submit a self-tape and I had to do it in a set amount of time. And I knew that this was one of the things that I was being assessed on, because I knew punctuality, being able to do things last minute on a quick turnaround is important. And I knew that I had to show that I've got the skills as well. What happened when I submitted the self-tape is the agent got back to me and said, we're downloading it, but there's nothing showing. So I was like, right, okay, I need to be a problem solver then. So I found another way to submit the self-tape very quickly in which I knew they would be able to watch it. And I said to them, I know this is not ideal how you want me to submit it. I know you've asked for it in this specific format, in this specific place, but as you're having trouble watching it, I've sent it here for you instead. That showed that I'm reliable. And I'd done the prep. I'd prepped thoroughly for this audition and I'd connected to the character deeply. And then I got called in for an interview. We had a meeting and then I got offered representation there and then. So reliability hits several different points, the ones that I've shared with you and probably some others as well that I've not mentioned. But for me, those 3 key areas that I've just shared are the most important. Now, the second thing that casting directors, agents and directors expect from you is for you to have a point of view. And a point of view is on the character. You must have a point of view on the character because this makes for an interesting performance. You must have a point of view on the industry. And you must have a point of view on where you're at currently as an actor and where you want to go. This is important because it shows that you have skin in the game when you've got a point of view. It doesn't mean this gets fixed and that it's not adaptable, but it means you've got something to talk about, you've got something to say. It means you're grounded. So you must have a point of view on the character when you're auditioning. You must have a point of view on the industry because it shows that you're engaged with it. They need to know this. And you must have a point of view on yourself as an actor, even if you're brand new. And a point of view could be, I know that I'd be good in these particular projects because these are what I feel passionate about and what I connect to the most. That in itself is the start of a point of view. It shows that you're immersed, you're engaged, you're passionate, you're enthusiastic. It makes you interesting. And as I've already said multiple times, when you've got a point of view on the character, it makes for interesting performances. The third thing that casting directors, agents and directors expect from you is that you can demonstrate ability. I've kind of already touched upon this. It means you've got to be working on your skills and using method acting to really help you skyrocket those skills. So you get to the next level of believability with your performances and you demonstrate your ability via auditions, via your showreel, maybe even via your online presence. Maybe you've got a social media, Instagram, and you put up monologues every now and then. But you've got to be able to demonstrate your ability and for it to be at a good standard, especially because there are lots and lots of actors all in the same boat wanting jobs. So you've got to stand out. Now, I did mention there is a fourth point, and there is a fourth point, because all of this, demonstrating ability, having a point of view, reliability, all of this has to be on a firm foundation of an unbreakable, unshakable, ironclad mindset from yourself. Because if you listen to the last episode, you will remember me saying 80% of your success is determined by your mindset. You have to be your own biggest cheerleader. With all the things that I've mentioned in place, having a point of view, having reliability, being able to demonstrate good, strong skills, firm mindset, you're still going to hear no from time to time. Of course you are. It doesn't guarantee every audition you're going to go to, you turn into a job because no actor on the planet has a 100% conversion rate of auditions. You are still going to hear no. But when you've got all these 4 things in place, preceded by that strong mindset, hearing no will never be your cue to give up because those who succeed persist and resist. They persist with their acting skills. They are persistent in upgrading them. They are hungry to get better and better and better. They persist in finding opportunities for themselves because they are hungry to work and they resist the temptation to beat themselves up and go, oh, well, it's not working for me, so I need to stop. An acting career is doable. No matter what level you are at, an acting career is doable. No matter what your current reality is, an acting career is doable. And acting is a game with certain pieces in it. It's like a game of chess. And like chess, it requires certain moves. One of the moves is mindset. You've got to have that strong mindset. The other move is method acting. Some of the other moves are the things that I've mentioned in this episode. When you have these pieces in place, you become an easy yes for casting directors, and agents. So now you've got this information, I am inviting you to apply for a place on the winter 2025 10-week method acting module, which begins Wednesday the 17th of January. It's online, so you can be from anywhere in the world to train on it. We are going to dive deeper into your mindset to get that unshakable belief. We are going to dive deep into those method acting exercises that get you deeply immersed in the character and shaking the character off as well, so you never take the character home, so you can start getting more opportunities presenting themselves to you, so you can become an unstoppable actor. So for you to apply for a place, you can hit the link underneath this episode, exactly where you press play, it's just underneath there, or go to www.standbymethod.com and under acting training, click 10-week method acting modules. As always, I hope you are fired up. I hope you've got more nuggets, more golden nuggets that are making you go, yes, this is more doable for me than when I first started the episode. And I'd love to see an application from you because I want to coach you because there are characters that only you can play. See you soon. I've absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you found this episode inspiring. If you have, please do rate the podcast and hit follow so you never miss an episode and I can help more actors like you. And come and join one of the most supportive, uplifting acting communities on socials, the Unstoppable Actors Facebook group, where you'll get your weekly injection of inspiration, networking, and receive your free Method Actors handbook so you can become an unstoppable actor.